I never never viewed Zappa as a mystic, per se.
Yeah.
Okay, he's like McLuhan, a postmodern mystic, a new kind, recognizing that technology is part of the mysticism. See, the Old Testament is against all technology. The New Testament may not necessarily be against technology.
What are you talking about, Bob? I have no idea what you're saying right now. What do you mean by that?
Which sentence?
The Old Testament is against technology or industry, and the New Testament advocates it?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What the fuck are you saying?
We broke new ground for Scott. He's heard it all. We brought Scott to the mystical what the fuck point again. Okay, I'll give you my antecedents placed in the past for this very moment. Okay, you look in somewhere in McLuhan, it might be in Counterblast. He says the Old Testament is generally frowns upon technological development. It's like non-literate societies. They don't allow new technology in. They kill the guy who invented the battery, the Babylon battery, whatever it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they use technology. Language is technology, and they're certainly using language.
Yeah, but they don't see it that way. They might see language as the best technology, so don't bring any other fragments of language.
In other words, machines.
That's right. And so they often would kill any inventor who came up with something. So this is within the normal, academic field of knowledge and perspective in the 40s, 50s. But back then, he said the Old Testament was against technology and suppressed it. And he doesn't say the New Testament is pro-technology, but he implies it. But the person who develops it as a Christian theologian is LaRouche. He's the guy who takes, he says Jesus was pro-technology. And the one quote that Ion says that fits that, I am great, whatever it is, and then he says, but you will do greater works than me. There it is, something better.
Well, and so how is LaRouche different from that?
He says Plato was the guy who was for building newer and better worlds through man's creativity, which was through technology, just whatever you want to call
Plato.
Yeah, Plato, the Platonic tradition.
It was Aristotle who was into categorization, which was science.
That's the Aristotelian limited view of technology. Aristotle said, we know everything, now we just make an encyclopedia out of it. LaRouche and the Platonic tradition is, we don't know everything, and stop categorizing everything because we don't have any basis to frame it, so keep exploring. And so the oligarchy didn't like, before the printing press, they didn't like any new invention, so they were Aristotelian, not Platonic.